What's up, world? It's your boy Dez. Here with your boy Mike C.
Yo.
And we got Hook here around here somewhere. We taking over the house for the night. We taking over.
We out here.
That's what we doing. But
you already know who it is, man. It's Steady Grabs 254. Holla at me. I'll be out here. Something Legends for life. You know what I'm talking about?
Damn, he ain't let me introduce to drop the tag.
Yeah.
But you can catch me at Karmic Liba 85. That's on Instagram.
I thought that was the wrong one.
Is it the one? Karmic Dez.
Yep, see?
Karmic Dez on Instagram. He got me. I was about to give y'all some misinformation off the rip. Don't listen to that.
Fake news.
Then I got the Llama Warrior on Facebook, and I also have your boy Dez on YouTube, and still some good gardening videos on there if you want to check those out. I'm not gonna lie to you, I haven't really updated them in a while. I've been working on this podcast and getting the business together. Oh, for those also in the Central Texas area, I am now insured.
Oh shit! Congrats.
Oh
on
yeah,
that.
we're gonna do this.
Congrats on that.
We're hitting the realty companies up real soon.
Yeah, get that money, dude.
Got to. We got to get out here.
Get that money. There's lots of contracts, and they still building up a lot of shit out here, man. So like, if I were you, any spot that I see them developing some shit, like, go ahead and holler at them as soon as you can.
And that would allow me to bring on people to work and make their own money.
Yep. Yeah, feel it.
Operative word. We working. No problem with helping people get paid, but we understand we working.
I mean, I guess, man, because they're about to cancel our dollar. It's in the process.
I mean, I'm giving you the money to do what you will with
bricks.
We should do we should do a slight finance episode. Get like a financial expert on here to do a little.
Our dollar's gonna be worth. It's gonna take 55 or what is it? $1 American is $55 or. What's this shit? Wait, one brick dollar is 55 American dollars, I think.
That won't last at all.
What you mean?
Either they're undervaluing product or they're highly increasing the value of product.
No,
either way, it's not going to work.
No, they're devaluing the American dollar.
Yeah, but overvaluing something else.
No, because the American dollar ain't worth shit.
I mean.
It's not backed by gold no more. It's not backed by nothing. It's
most of it isn't backed by gold.
It's just a piece of debt.
Most of it's digital.
That's why BRICS came and they clicked up. Yeah, Russia, China, Africa, especially Africa. Africa's not playing right now, nigga. They like, fuck Europe, fuck America. We don't need y'all. If y'all want something, y'all gonna have to come here and build.
My one question before we move on from that, because we could do a whole nother segment on that.
Alright.
What's their money backed by?
Shit, the resources. China, Russia, and Africa.
Again, won't last.
I highly doubt that.
These are resources that aren't renewable for one.
Okay.
For two, they're only going to be hoarded by the rich.
What's the shit that they use for the cell phones? Was it uranium? That they're directly getting from Africa, and Africa.
Is it uranium? I don't think it's uranium.
I think it is uranium that's powering France, but Africa was like, nah, fuck that, because...
And they get it from Israel.
Huh?
They get it from Israel.
Nah, they was getting it from Africa, man.
Israel. That's why Israel was protected for so long. Silicon Valley.
Nah, man.
Yeah, look it up, Israel, bro. Number one, Israel is the technological capital of the world, Craig.
Nah, man, it's Africa, man.
Africa's the resource capital of the world.
Well,
you can find literally every resource in Africa. Cotton, tobacco, coal, diamond.
Man. That's where all these other continents come from.
Yeah, it's a big battle going over Africa. But again...
Yeah, it's a whole different, episode. I feel it, man.
Tonight's episode, we're we calling this one, what I said, Consent and Conservatorship.
Yeah, something about that.
Yeah. So first I do want to talk about the conservatorship. Let me see if I can get Sam on. You want to try to get Ray on?
Is it who?
Ray Ann.
Oh, nigga, it's already late.
Yeah, I know, Ray.
And it's a school night.
I know, right? Yeah. Should just let them know? Should we doing part 2 later on?
Yeah.
Bring him in for a part 2. Bet we do that later on. Because we do want to get our ladies' perspective on these things.
Yeah, whenever they got availability, just touch bases with them, and then they could do like a little come out.
Right. The first part, though, is we want to talk about conservatorship. I did look up I like to start off with definitions. So I did look up the definition of conservatorship, legal definition that is. Conservatorship is put into place in the instance where the entity or persons do, let's say, funds or any contractual issues like rent, or not rent, like, what do you call that? Leasing, purchasing property, signing any kind of contract deal of that nature. Right, it would go through the conservator of the finances and contractual obligations, considering the person needing conserved is mentally ill or physically unable to handle those duties themselves. So basically, a conservatorship is for someone who cannot take care of themselves and make those decisions soundly themselves, whether physically or mentally. The conservator takes those duties. Now, there's no specified time frame on that conservatorship. No. Let's be clear on that. No specified time frame. Mm-hmm. So we bring this up in the case of Michael Orr.
What's something wrong with him, though? Like, why they...
So in the case of Michael Orr, he did receive a conservatorship, I think they said around the age of 16, 17. No, 18. 18 years old.
That's kind of late in the game, though.
Late in the game.
That's real late in the game. Nigga, you grown man at 18. Well, not grown man, but, nigga, well, as a black American, yeah, most definitely you grown at the age of 12.
Oh. Well, I mean, you're liable to get shot at any age. Let's be clear about that one. But, yeah. Did you look into any of it yet?
Other Michael Orr?
Yeah.
Nah, see, I ain't even watched the Blindside movie, man, because I already had, like, I'll see some shit and I'm like, nah, that shit look like it's not for me, and that shit didn't look like it was for me, like, cause, like, just knowing about history and how they have a superiority complex and want to always make themselves look like the heroes and shit. Like, I'm good on that shit. I got enough of that shit in history class growing up.
Man.
Like, yeah, man.
See, I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't really watch it either. What threw me off about the movie when it first came out, no offense to anybody in it, I heard like Sandra Bullock. I watched Precious stuff.
See, that shit remind me of the same type of genre of movie, Precious and Downside.
See, that's what I'm getting to.
I ain't see either one. I ain't see either one.
So, no offense to Michael Orr, Sandra Bullock, the Tui family, anybody that participated in the making of that movie. It's just that it didn't strike me as, one, a football movie, and two, it hit me as like, why would these white people adopt this big ass black boy?
At 18.
I didn't know this about the Asians at that time. I just saw these white people adopting this big ass black boy because he played football. And I just said off top, this is phooey.
Yeah, that sounds like some slave shit. That sounds like, nigga, he was on the for sale block, and they was like, oh yeah, we'll take this big one. He look like he'll definitely put in some work.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I never watched it. And I was like, like I said, I didn't think there'd be much football in it.
Yeah.
Come to find out, it was quite a bit of football in it. After I didn't watch the movie still, but I talked to people who watched the movie. Said there's quite a bit of football in the movie. But it also had those rough elements, and I was like, that's where I can relate it to Precious. I put him kind of in that same vein, mentally. Yeah. Mind you, I never saw the movie. Mentally, from the picture that I got from the trailers and reviews, I got Precious with football.
Yeah.
Right. So that is one of his arguments, that he was portrayed in a light that is not actually who he is.
Yeah.
Or who he was at the time, or to some extent what was going on at the time. He said that he did have a great work ethic. He's a lot more intelligent than what the movie portrayed. To be quite honest with you, as all this begins to circulate, I would still disagree at that point. I feel like he's making himself look about as silly as the movie Probably made him look.
Yeah, he's trying to play a role.
What's good, niggas?
What's up, man?
Welcome.
What's up?
Welcome. Go ahead. We dropped the tags already.
Yeah. Tags.
You're it.
You can find me Xavius
Hold on. Who the fuck are you?
versus Black on YouTube and Twitch and IG. This is Darren Hookfin. You might have recognized me from such works as I'm Black, y'all. I'm Black, y'all. I'm Black, y'all.
Black, y'all.
Great hit. Great hit. For you youngins that don't know, that was a hit. It was 1994.
Yeah, I dropped it when I was
It was right after Cube had a good day.
I was very young. Let's put it that way.
Right after Cube had a good day, yeah. But man, you know what I did realize though?
What's that? Sir?
Apparently we don't have a current events segment today.
We don't.
Because we did just hop into the subject.
You did, but speaking of, man, it's fucked up what they did to Maui.
Ooh.
Just saying. Y'all know what happened to Maui, right?
I know there's
know
some
what?
really
And that's
fucking
why
shit going on right there.
That's
And,
why, honestly,
I know there's some charity events going on and people are donating money to Maui.
that's why I want to have a special segment on a day specifically for Mike. Give him fucking 15, 20 minutes to just boom, all that shit right there.
Man, what you mean? I don't need all that.
I'm trying to think. So, like,
You
got it. You got it.
What was the report?
You got it. Though.
Was it a volcano erupting or?
No, it was a wildfire.
Maui is a volcano. Why would it erupt?
So a wildfire happened, and
Quote unquote.
before it happened, they lit school out.
Uh-huh.
So there were kids at home by themselves. They cut off the water to the power to the town to where people couldn't put the fire out. They had cops blocking the exit to where they couldn't exit the town to safety. Like there was so much shit happening. Like there's only certain areas got burnt where the natives were, and not where like Oprah just bought her shit at. Like there's certain houses that are untouched. Like there's an area with a whole bunch of burnt down houses, but then right like a couple feet away there's like blue umbrellas untouched. Like no type of nothing.
You know what's crazy about that? Now that you're saying that.
That
Okay,
episode
so-
of The Simpsons,
No,
predictive programming.
me and Kim were talking about doing a podcast, and she said she wanted to talk about gentrification.
Oh,
She
yeah.
mentioned that shit.
That's what that is. Colonization to the nigga. That's history repeating themselves. Nigga, they do that shit everywhere they go.
We got into a big discussion about gentrification and how stuff is happening, and I mentioned Katrina
Yeah, that's
in New
what
Orleans,
that was.
and how like the mayor is on national television begging people to move back to the city, and that did not happen.
Yeah,
And yeah, the city has been super gentrified now,
yeah.
and everything's hella expensive. It's crazy.
Nigga, it's playing and plot. Nigga, it's strategy. Nigga,
It's
they
so-
playing chess.
It's so bad too, man. Like, I told her a story. I have relatives that own the house that my grandmother's.
Can I interject with the theory I have real quick that just flashed in my head?
Go.
So Katrina, right?
Yes.
What's the Maui, right?
Mm-hmm.
Any other places?
Yeah, they do it everywhere.
No. Not everywhere. Houston.
Hurricane they had in Houston.
Okay, Houston. People, where I'm going. Houston. Where else?
It's all the ones with the low income where it's mostly.
That's got nothing to do with it.
It does, man.
The low income's got nothing to do with
Well,
it. You know what has everything to do with it?
Certain type of people, nigga.
Access.
What you mean?
These are port cities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Port towns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In defense of New Orleans, though, one, those levees are old. Two, the
Hella
city
old.
is
Those are the levees that you had when they first had.
bro. Those levees,
The first ones.
the ones that broke during Katrina are like from the fucking 50s.
Yeah.
And they are horribly maintained.
I believe that.
The city's under sea level. There's just so much wrong with how that whole situation is. Like, things could be done better to protect the city from that kind of shit.
Speaking of sea levels, though, you know what is it? out there. Was it Jakarta?
Who?
One of the Samoa Islands, one of those.
Oh, okay.
That is actually, they're losing land every year because water levels are actually rising.
Yeah.
The Earth is shifting again, though.
That too.
It's like just like when Africa split.
Oh yeah, we're in the desert now, for real, for real.
The Earth is shifting again, nigga. We're gonna, nigga, shit is shifting again, nigga.
Central Texas is official desert now.
Like,
That's why it's so fucking hot here,
yeah.
bro. Shit's crazy.
And that's what splits the land and shit. Cracks the land and the plates and shit. And niggas
You were here in the early 90s, right?
Yeah.
So,
When we used
it
to
never got...
It was actually,
Yeah.
there was tropical weather.
Yeah. We used to get snow. We used to have winters. Like, nigga, we used to.
This ain't this is
It'd be
desert
hot.
weather
It
now.
wouldn't break 100.
Nah, nigga, this
Not-
like this
not
radiation
very
from
rare.
the sun is nigga that's something different, nigga.
It was very rare it would break 100.
This shit, yeah. I ain't never seen so much brown grass.
But
I mean, I have.
at the same time,
Nigga, not like how it is.
At the same time,
certain spots, but not here.
the sun is an 11-year low right now.
Nigga, so they say. Nigga, I don't think humans could really understand
I mean, stars do die out.
I mean, you can watch the stars. I mean, they do.
I don't know how long that process takes.
The light and heat they give off do fluctuate.
Have y'all seen that one star though, where you can see a hand moving?
You talking about the fucking black hole?
Nah.
The photo they took?
Nah, it's like a star, and you can see a hand moving on that hoe, like a shadow of a hand. Nigga. It's called the hand of God. Look that shit up.
That's not a star, bro. That's a nebula.
Nah, man.
It's a star birthing cluster.
Nah, man.
I have to check that out.
Check that shit out. But hold on, you was talking about
Gentrification.
Yeah.
So,
We supposed to be talking
But
about.
hold on, you interjected, but we gotta
let me
get
finish.
back.
Oh
Finish
yeah,
my
my
little
bad.
shit.
Go ahead.
So like, I remember it was probably a few years after Katrina, man. I went to go visit grandma's and shit, man. So the building that this family member owns is like a duplex. This whole house is split in half, and it's long ways. So it's really weird if you're not used to seeing that kind of thing. And so at the back of her house is like a small like apartment. It's like an extra room. It's got amenities and shit. So it's almost like an extra apartment.
This man
Part
said
of the house.
amenities, bro.
I like that.
And
Concierge.
at some point,
Yeah.
the relative closes off
I'm
that part
working my
of
condo.
the house, and he's renting that. Well, he wasn't renting out. People used to stay there, and then it was just closed.
Yeah.
No one used it
Squatters?
for
You
years.
guys just say squatters?
No, we have people staying there, like relatives and shit.
Oh, well, okay.
So I remember I go to visit her, and they're like, "Oh, well, someone's renting the room back there now." I see this white dude walking through the alley on the side of the house. I'm like, "Yo, who the fuck is this?" "Oh, he's renting the back room now." "Oh, man, they're just fucking renting the room again."
Okay.
Word. Okay, so the room, I shit you not, it's like an apartment. It's probably only a little bit bigger than this guest room.
Yeah.
By the way, folks, this is about
It's a
8
room.
by maybe 8 by 10 room.
It's an average sized black person room.
8 by 10.
It's like an 8 by 10. It's small. That's basically how big this fucking
This
apartment
is an average sized black person room.
Remember, this is like a few years out of Katrina. This nigga was paying $900 for that shit.
For this right here, for this one.
Pretty
right
much.
here? Oh damn, nigga, that's.
Now, caveats. My family lives uptown in the garden, and they're in the garden district. Everything's more expensive there anyway.
Yeah, but damn.
But still,
I know.
for essentially a fucking what's it called? A single room apartment.
Condo.
No, not condo.
Hold on.
Flat?
Nah.
No, it's not a flat. There's a term for a single room.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the term.
Hold on, that's just gonna bother me. I can't think of it.
I'm about to look that
Like,
shit
there's
up.
no living room or nothing. It's all just one big room.
Yeah.
Man, I can't think of that shit. What's this shit called, Diz?
So while you look it up,
Yeah, go ahead, man.
get to
I'm
the,
gonna look it up.
oh, you don't have your point yet?
But I was just saying how how gentrification can just affect things.
Oh yeah.
And that was a perfect example. Like, bro, that wouldn't have been like that before Katrina. It wouldn't have been that
It's
expensive.
not a loft. No, not a loft. Yeah, I can't think of that shit.
But yeah, we had just got to talk about how I was talking about how Michael Orr is wanting to reclaim his image,
Okay.
which I understand, right?
Yeah.
I definitely understand that. If the movie portrayed you in a bad light, go ahead and get your image back.
I just want to know why they took conservatorship over him at 18 anyways, though. Like, you told me he was smart, he was talented, big black man. Like, why did they get conservatorship over an 18-year-old man, black man at that?
And see, that's the unspoken part of this that me and my brother had talked about yesterday.
Don't
See, at the
find that
time-
suspicious?
Yeah, they do. But look, at the time, right, Michael Orr, college prospect, right?
Okay.
I want to buy you things. Make sure you're on your way, right?
Okay.
But under the NIL rules at that time, I can't particularly buy you things.
Right.
I can't say, "Hey, this is a good contract." I can't do that.
Because he's a college student.
I'd be coercing you.
Right.
But if I was your guardian,
So they pretty much were the managers, but not the actual man. Yeah. Okay, they were trying
Right.
to do some slick shit. But yeah,
they're trying to get around NIL.
Right.
So I can make sure you have a car, get around.
So essentially, they adopt this young man.
No, essentially they conservatate this man. They take conservatorship over his finances.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Right?
colonization.
Now he's arguing that they said that he was tricked into signing this conservatorship under the basis that he would be adopted into the family.
Okay.
When all sources say that's not even stated in the movie. One, it's not stated in his own words in his book. Two,
Yeah.
I did a Google search to see if I could find any of her words or any of his words.
Yeah.
I found a lot of where the media says that she's the adoptive mother or they're the adoptive family. I see that from the media, right? Now, of course, they could argue and clear things up.
I mean, there's no argument if you sign a contract.
Yeah.
Where's the black and white?
Yeah,
That's
at
what
the
I
end
want
of
to
the
see.
day, You got to have your paperwork right.
That's what I want to see too. I want to see what contracts you sign.
Exactly.
Because you just tell me that I have a conservatorship with them, or they have a conservatorship with me, whatnot. Okay, well, what did you sign?
Yeah.
What's in the contract, man? You guys have done music stuff. You know how rap industry is.
Yeah, nigga, you better
You got
read your
OG
contract.
saying that. OG saying that shit all the time now. Read your contract.
Read your contract.
Get that language down.
Speaking
Legal
of,
language.
I remember this
'Cause you
time
can get messed over.
this nigga tried to have us sign a 90-10 contract to where he gets 90 and we get 10% of the shit that we did.
That's crazy.
And we was booking our own shows, performing, showing up, paying for our own studio time, making our own songs, our own beats, everything.
I believe you guys were also doing the mixing and mastering.
Yeah,
so,
all that
we
shit.
couldn't find an engineer.
Yeah, all that shit, man. We was doing all that shit. And this nigga talking about 90 to 10%.
Like, bro, what are you doing?
Like, nigga, nah. Nigga.
And that was my
All
point.
you're doing is what?
Yeah, giving us a label to do it under, like, nah.
And that was my
you're
point.
you're just the A&R. I mean,
Yeah.
are you gonna work on music?
But look, Pete, that was my point. Because you were uninformed
Now you
does
wanna-
not mean you were tricked. Two different things.
Mhm.
You were
Being
uninformed.
ignorant.
Yeah,
ignorant.
you're just ignorant.
Yeah,
Which is unfortunate.
It is.
And you were taken advantage of.
absolutely. And you thought you was gonna be part of the family, which that wouldn't never happen.
Now, those I'm not arguing. That
He might not even ever been told that, bro. Real
Yeah.
talk. I don't know. I don't know this guy.
those I'm not debating all that right there
Yeah.
is screwy. But for me, is for you to come back and say they did this to me.
So to me, it sounds like he's broke now, and now you're trying to get some more money out of him because he
Oh,
made some bad decisions.
I wanted to brush up on my research before I came over. If you Google it right now, he just had a signing in Baltimore, I believe it is,
What's that?
for his new book.
We dropped a new book.
Dropped a new book.
Oh, so all this shit's really just a publicity stunt. Just get niggas talking about his new book. I'm like, oh, let's see what he got to say now. Like, I forgot all about that nigga. Like I said, I ain't never seen the movie Blindside. Like I never seen Precious. Like certain movies just give me that vibe. Like, nah, nigga.
I had to give it to one dude. I was going back. I had a little, back and forth. I don't want to say, it wasn't like a heated back and forth. Just like an informational. Well, this is what I know, and this is what I believe, and this is what I interpret.
Yeah.
And this is, this is what they knew, this is what they interpret. So, at the end of the day, I was like, well, what I'm interpreting with the information that you're giving me about Michael Orr and what he's been trying to do with the case since I believe about 2016, is that the Tuohys are managing, or he's upset because the Tuohys have managed his image better than he's currently managing his image while he's alive. That's difficult. It's very difficult.
Very.
Considering you've had the same opportunities to do appearances, interviews, write books, in which a book just came out.
Yeah.
And the movie came out in 2009. You played in the league for what, 6-7 years?
Is he still playing?
No, he's not playing
Who
anymore.
did he play for?
He played for Baltimore. He played for, I want to say Carolina, and I think he was released from Carolina.
Oh yeah, see, don't nobody give a fuck about that dude. That's why he out here just trying to make the best of his stunts. Oh, thought they were gonna give me some more money and be my family and friend. Like, I think he's just trying to sell some more books, man. Get out of here.
Oh, I also did some little other research. I pulled it because he's from Memphis. That's where he's born and raised, right?
Uh-huh.
All
So
right,
I did some stats, right? I'm pull some stats. Population of Memphis was, oh man, it was up there. I want to say like 600,000.
That's pretty simple.
How much is
80%? Was it 80? No. Don't let me lying. It was 65% black.
in Memphis, man?
Memphis, man.
Alright.
With Terrence Howard's character from.
So what happened with his real parents? Did they die?
Hold
Did they
on.
go for adoption?
Hold on. I'm getting to another
Okay.
point. Well, his mom's a crackhead. Well, was a crackhead.
Word.
And he's met his
80s.
dad. He's met his dad.
80s, yeah, that sounds about right.
But he's got 11 brothers and sisters.
Damn.
Peep this. The poverty rate for African Americans in Memphis is 26.5%. No, 29.5%. Almost 30%, right? So essentially he's lucky.
Yeah.
Because that number turned out to be like 110,000 people
Damn.
under the line of poverty.
Damn.
Statistically speaking, that's all of Killeen.
Yeah. Well, shit. So,
In poverty.
he just mismanaged his funds and now trying to write books to make some more money, and that's why you pulling this little stunt. Like, anybody really gives a damn. Like, nigga, you made your money. You got your money while you was in college doing that stuff with the white folks. Then you hit the NFL, and yeah, man.
So the more of this story with Michael Orr, because Britney Spears went through the same thing with her dad.
Yeah, they calling that out.
Read your contracts. If you don't understand it, find someone that can help you. Go to Google Translate. I don't know.
Don't even read
make
those
sure-
contracts. Don't read those contracts. Write your own contracts, your own terms. And if they don't agree to that shit, fuck them.
That too.
Yeah, I mean that's the best way to do it. Like, all right, we're gonna draw up our own contract. Here we go.
Yeah.
These are our terms.
Yeah. And if not, then it.
But I was gonna say in the case of like Britney and people like Beyonce, because she got managed by her father too.
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much you can do being a kid, and then your parents are the ones who
Yeah,
have
yeah.
power of attorney, so they're signing the contract. You get older, it's like, well, hey, I'm looking at this math, and it ain't mathing.
Right.
I'm an adult now, so we're gonna have to renegotiate some of this shit.
Yeah.
That was another. That brings me to another analogy I made to describe his situation, because we've all kind of felt this in some way, shape, or form, or in one or another. I mean, how many African American kids have had water in their name at the age of 6-7 years old?
I haven't had it happen to me personally, but I have. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's like I said it like this. I was like, "There's a guy. He's going around, right? He's literally punching everybody in the fucking face. He's not skipping babies. He's not skipping old ladies, and he's literally punching everybody. Michael Orr, you got punched in the face.
Yeah.
The fact that you only want 1.3 million is what I saw. I think this number I saw. That tells me that you just it's petty. is you could have asked for a lot more. If you estimated that they took a lot more, you got punched in the face.
That's how you know it's a publicity stunt to try to sell some more books.
Just like everybody else got punched in the face. Take your punch and move on. You're trying to tell us about how you got punched in the face. We all got punched in the face.
Your movie's called Blindside, nigga. You got Blindside, nigga. Come on now. Couldn't be more ironic than the name of the movie. Come on, man.
The irony, you right.
You got Blindside to play,
right.
boy.
Also, fight for your image.
Yeah.
It's your image. For anybody out there, if you want to change your image, it's your image.
Nah, you gotta definitely take action now because with the AI and all that
man.
shit.
Yes.
Like,
take control of your image.
If you have any kind of celebrity, you gotta lock all that shit down, man. Because somebody could be profiting off
your
of
name.
your name.
Just like they profiting off your social security number, your birth certificate.
Just like they profiting off of Henrietta Lacks DNA.
Yep.
Segue!
Yeah, that noise. Noise.
Yes, now we're talking about consent.
Yeah. No, man, we talking about how magical black people are, man.
Well, that's a part of this
nigga,
too.
Why?
Because they acquired said DNA without consent.
Yeah.
For one.
Yeah. But like, nigga, we know, like, how come Henrietta Lacks' name wasn't something that we were taught in Black history? Like, with her achievements on her cells, nigga, like what they've done, like
her cells are in space.
Yeah, in space, nigga, in space.
So the deal with that is right. They found a way to bioengineer from the decoding of her DNA.
Her cells are immortal.
Her vaginal DNA at that.
Her cells are immortal.
Hence the term consent.
Hold on.
Her cells are
yes.
immortal, fam.
Hold on.
Yes. They harvested her vaginal DNA cells.
No. I want to touch on what Mike just said. Now, I'm not a science major by any stretch of the fucking imagination. But you're saying the cells are immortal. Simple science, simple explanation, cell division. Your cells don't necessarily have like a lifespan. They have a number of times they can split to create new cells.
Right.
This is for healing, digestion, everything. So, if what Mike is saying is right, we have a set number that we know cells can divide before they completely die.
Right. Her cells
do not have an upper limit, apparently.
Right.
That's amazing.
Right. So
the vaginal cells. Let's be clear.
So they took the cells, and like it's called the HeLa cells.
Now, how did they acquire these? Was it
Have you come across that information?
Man,
I know she was hospitalized at one point.
Like she was hospitalized, like she was having pains in her areas. You know what I'm saying? And she went and got like examined and shit, and then like it was some type of cancer or something.
Now, what kind of perverted shit is that to get some of this vaginal fluid? They're like, I'm gonna put this shit under a microscope.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I'm sure they have to. If it had cancer and they had to do testing and stuff. That's probably when they noticed this shit.
An electron microscope.
She had cervical cancer.
An electron microscope.
Yeah.
Because that'd be the only way you can find out what molecules are there, so you can extrapolate the properties of them once you start to play with them. Because just seeing by bacteria about the 100 times, it was 100 to 1,000 times, I think, or I believe this is the correct number, somewhere in that range, larger than the molecules of the atoms.
Cervical cancer, though, man. And she ended up dying in the hospital's care.
Okay. Consent.
And yeah, they took her cells and started creating all types of shit. Let me see some of the stuff they created.
One of the advents is they coat the satellites that go into space with her DNA.
Zero gravity, outer space development.
They block radioactivity.
Development of the polio cure. COVID-19 vaccine, the study for leukemia, AIDS, and stuff like that.
Does the family get any money?
Huh?
Not a dime.
They did it without their consent.
U.S. patenting.
And it goes deep. Like
And I'm sure there's some kind of legal language that they're using to protect themselves.
Yeah.
Saying some shit that, since she died in the hospital.
She signed some papers.
You know what other molecule they want to replicate? It's all in our skin. Melanin.
Yeah, melanin, man.
Melanin, they say.
That's why a lot of us are going missing.
But everybody has melanin.
Yeah, well, not. Well.
Everyone has melanin.
Yeah. Some
than
others.
Have far more than others, but every person on the planet has melanin.
Absolutely.
Only people who don't.
Or,
so if you have more, then you're able to absorb more light, more radiation, right?
Yeah.
More energy,
but
more information.
You notice how many African Americans or
staying inside?
Nah, they go missing and shit.
Oh, a lot.
And they just go under the radar. Like women getting kidnapped, black women getting kidnapped.
It's mainly women and children.
Yeah.
They're harvesting body parts. That's what that shit is right there.
Influence.
They've been doing experiments on us. They cloned Tyrone.
I gotta watch that movie.
You got to. But nigga, they've been doing experiments on us and shit, like the Tuskegee experiments and shit. Like
Tuskegee, that's a good one.
I'm hearing now that they use placebos,
and even
which is weird because you're telling me all these group of guys, you told them they had syphilis.
Nah,
they didn't,
no
but they really had syphilis. Shit, I was like,
nigga, that was the Nazis doing some old shit over here because all they did was move from Germany over here, clicked up with the U.S. It was trading back.
America said, "Hey, we like y'all science. We're not doing that over here."
Yeah, nigga, like
we're gonna give you a pass.
Fucking Hitler based his shit off of what the U.S. was doing to niggas.
No, Hitler did not, bro.
Nigga, what Hitler was pulling shit off their books.
Hitler was opposed to the U.S. Hitler was more into the fucking German philosophers and the German scientists. And he looked at a lot of Leonardo da Vinci's inventions, bro.
He was using some of the same tactics that America was using.
Very much into religion and some of the stuff. Yeah, like you said, Da Vinci stuff like that.
He was into alien shit, like conspiracy.
Because he knew what
he told America. Black people were. He told America back to fuck. No, he that's why he said he didn't want to fuck with the Jews. And if you read your Bible, you kind of see where he comes from.
Yeah, but you know who you talking about the Jewish?
No, I said the Jews. He said the Jews, motherfucker. He didn't say shit about the Jewish. When he said shit about the Jewish, but when you hear his speeches and anything on YouTube, you gonna hear him talk the Jews.
I ain't never really listened to none of his shit.
Oh man, you gotta listen to these. Man, I like history now, so I might if I catch something that's interesting, and you know, Stalin might be speaking. I'm like, what was everybody scared about Stalin for? And you hear him talking like that nigga was way too nice. You can't trust the motherfucker to running the country who's just overly nice when he's speaking.
Those be the worst supervillains,
bro. Just overly nice.
You ain't even know what's coming, did you?
True sociopath.
I love my country. I love my countrymen. We're all in this together. Mother friends, we're going to take this shit over. Fuck America. Fuck Russia. Fuck everybody. First round killed.
Release they homes.
I love you. I love you all.
I'll be way in the back. Don't trust the word. This nigga's saying, bro. We need to go ahead and go.
You know, we killed Bobby last week.
But yeah, man, that shit
go. America, right?
All the advancements that they've done with Henrietta Lacks's stolen cells, like that should have been like one of the key things we learned in Black history or just history period in history class, man. Like, nigga, that's some huge ass advancements, nigga. Like,
of course not, man.
I have to tell you that. You gonna be a riot in school?
Nigga, I ain't know coochie cells could do shit for space shit.
You should have known that. You a grown man now, bro.
Nigga, I'm talking about.
It's just magical.
I know it's magical, nigga. I ain't know it was technological, nigga.
It's not. It's magic.
Nigga, they coating shit with it, and like that's just crazy, man. This is wild. But yeah, nigga, like.
But consent, like you were saying earlier, like they didn't ask this woman for permission to do this.
Not at all. They probably, man, I think they murdered.
They've kept it secret from the family for years, apparently. So now this has come out, recently, I guess.
But in reality,
well, I think 2021-ish.
ooh,
Fairly recently.
this drives me into a hot take about consent.
Yeah.
And people are gonna hate me for this. I'm gonna get all kind of backlash, and they come back whatever. One tomorrow, 10 years from now,
Please,
whatever.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got set the tone.
Incriminate yourself.
I am, because in reality, I looked this up. You can look this up on. You can look up the legal code on these penalties. America don't care about consent.
No, they don't, nigga. That's the American way, nigga. Like,
I think it was California. You get probation. Like, bro, what probation?
probation for what?
Non-consensual sexual activities, my friend.
Oh man, that's ridiculous, man. But the only reason it's like that is because the sickest motherfuckers are in the office making those laws, be able to do whatever the fuck they want out there, nigga. That's why laws are the way they are, nigga.
They're slight. They're slight across the board.
Nigga, like they get
1 year in Texas.
Nigga, they put themselves in the position of power. Oh, speaking of that shit.
1 year?
Oh, I can't even think of the name of the dude.
Slight.
Nigga, that's like a slap on the wrist. That's
yeah.
crazy, man.
Yeah, you're not even going to. No, you're in a state jail.
Oh, they expect you to spend most of your time in the rehab outside the
And
prison.
you know what? Well,
because it's not a violent crime.
I'm
per
saying,
se.
even if you did get locked up, you're not even in a state jail, bro. You're gonna be in some kind of transfer facility.
That's just ridiculous, man. Protect these women out here and these kids, man, because nigga, it's getting crazy.
Yeah, that's one thing I do agree with when the black women say we're not protected.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that front. You're not.
That's because that Willie Lynch syndrome be out here thick, man. A lot of niggas got that white conditioning, man. That's white supremacy conditioning.
But
you can't
on the other turn, you're right. There's a lot of dudes that be fucking up.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of women
that be doing. Yeah. It's all in the conditioning, man.
Yep.
It's all mental shit. Like, nigga, black people.
Every motherfucker ain't shit motherfucker.
Yeah,
Hey, look,
absolutely.
I'm about to hit you off the Stephen A. again.
Like, mental health is important, nigga.
Not the voice, but the vocabulary.
Nah, nigga, don't do the Steve A.
I didn't say I'm about to do the voice. I said I'm about to do the vocabulary. So I was pontificating earlier, right? And I was thinking about yin and yang.
Yeah.
Now imagine, so yin and yang, right? Male and female.
Right.
But each male has a bit of female in him. Yin and yang.
Nigga,
Each woman has a bit of male in them to balance them out, to keep them.
Masculine and feminine energy, yeah,
Right.
that's it.
Now I started thinking, what are the masculine qualities without the feminine in it? We'd be the masculine qualities, right? Think about a man that didn't have any sense of nurturing or empathy.
He'll be a psycho. Yeah.
He'd be a beast.
Yeah. He'll be a savage.
Bro.
He'll be a savage. Nigga,
Right.
with no empathy and shit. He'll be out there. Yeah.
Now imagine a woman. Imagine a
Would
woman.
not give a fuck.
Yeah.
Imagine a woman all empathy, all caring, all nurturing.
Oh, nigga, she probably got the best coochie ever.
Maybe.
Probably, but
Or she is overly protective,
but
overly coddling.
so much so that you would never even be able to experience it.
That's why the yin and yang is, nigga, you need that balance, man.
Therefore, creation would never be able to happen.
Yeah.
The women would be too spiritual, and the men would be too base.
I feel that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
I was thinking earlier. I be thinking, people.
And you know what? Since you just said that, and men, it's saying, men with overly masculine energy. I'm sure you guys noticed past, I'd say probably about 5 to 10 years, the very just pushed out there culture of fuck her and fucking alpha male shit.
Yeah.
Fucking.
They're pushing the division.
Yes.
Like they want everybody to be divided by.
Everybody's got to be savage
Yeah,
and all this other shit. I'm like, bro,
They want every type of division out there right now between sex, age, race, gender.
Everybody's got to be
everything.
base.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
I'm like, bro, what's up with this quote unquote Chad energy you putting out there, bro? Yo, you're lame, bro. You're corny. Corny, my dude.
Yeah. Mental health, man.
Yeah,
That's
you're
very
right, though,
important.
man. People don't,
Very
and
important.
it's not so much like depression or anything like that, but like people are just overly narcissistic or just overly fucking.
Not self-aware and shit.
Yeah, man.
You gotta be
They're
conscious
just
of who-
delusional.
Yeah.
They're just delusional.
A lot of it is just we simply don't want to accept who we really are.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of old ass kids walking around as adults right now, man.
Yep.
And that's what it is, man. The older you get, man, the more you see. That's what this is, man. A bunch of old ass kids getting older and older till they die, nigga.
Yeah, I'm an old ass kid. I ain't
Just
gonna lie
not
to you.
changing the way they fucking thinking.
Yeah.
I think.
Cause remember when we were kids, nigga, and we would think grown-ups, like, grown-ups were something like grown-ups? You know what I'm saying? Like,
No.
grown-ups back then seemed so much different than what it is being a grown-up.
Now you
I
now
can't
that you're
agree with
around
that
me.
Alright.
because I'm a true blue Southerner,
Uh-huh.
and being in New Orleans, there's a lot of grown ass fucking kids, and it's been like that since I can remember.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, niggas
It's
are
a
still...
cultural thing,
Yeah.
and it's terrible. Like so many people just remain ignorant, man.
Yeah.
And I just think now, I think like social media has made things worse. You're just sharing all this stuff, and everyone's picking up on the behavior.
It's not a coincidence, though, man. It's just, man, like, they...
It's just gotten worse.
Nah, I think that's actual unintended
No,
consequence.
absolutely not, man. Absolutely not, nigga. It's all...
Now we're only human, bro.
Nigga, you think social media is not a social experiment?
No, so exactly. So there's unintended consequences. There's shit going on social media. They never knew what
Yeah,
fucking
like
happened.
a lot of the real shit getting out.
Like, for instance, the internet, they never knew the internet would even blossom to this point. They can't stop the internet now if they wanted to.
They could.
Fuck. Try to stop the internet if you wanted to.
They could.
The internet will pop up in your fucking computer like, nigga, you tried to kill me?
The internet been here like way back then. Like, it's not new.
But people, let me ask you
It's
this.
not new
Where's the
age.
cloud?
Who?
Where's the cloud?
Shit, I don't know.
Where are they storing this shit?
I don't ask questions.
Literally in the air.
Huh? Yeah,
They're literally storing it on fucking air
I
particles.
believe it. So there's always information out there.
But as far as like the internet thing, like you were just saying, like it would cost too many people too much money if someone said,
Turn that bitch out. Nigga, the whole world would probably... Well, not the whole world, but like...
You remember Escape from LA?
Escape from LA. Is that where they were fighting?
Kurt
at?
Russell?
Nah.
You remember Escape from
From
LA?
that-
Bits and
80s?
parts of it. Early 90s,
Early
like
90s.
91, 92.
Sequel to Escape from New York. At the end of the movie, though,
Yeah, I don't
he
know.
has like a little remote, and it can link to like satellites that are surrounding the planet.
Yeah.
And there is a fucking suicide code, and it will just hit the Earth with an EMP. All tech shut down.
Yeah.
Everything, like literally, fucking back to the fucking Dark Ages.
Dark Age, yeah.
And he uses it at the end of the fucking movie.
You don't think that should ever happen, though?
But I would equate that if somebody hit that off switch on the internet, it would be something similar.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, they had big technology back then, too. High tech back then, too, though, back in the day.
Yeah.
So
Like,
what do we tap back into?
it's-
That's my point. This shit ain't going nowhere, man.
It is, nigga. It's about to be another reset pretty soon, the way it's heading. Like, everything teaming up. Yeah, nigga, it's about to be another reset.
Yeah, those happen.
Another shift in the earth, and yeah. Motherfuckers.
And the cloud pops. I mean, the cloud pop up every fucking time, right?
Huh? What you talking about? What cloud?
The internet cloud.
I don't know.
Every time there's a reset, the internet pop up, right?
It's always, nigga, it's heavy rotation, nigga. It's history repeats itself.
Exactly. The cloud ain't went nowhere, man. The cloud
History
always there,
repeats
bro.
itself, man.
Internet ain't went nowhere. The technology is a that's what we were talking about. Remember that episode, the spirit of technology is the spirit of, bro. That shit ain't going nowhere.
I feel it.
Think about it. Even if we do reset, what's the first bit of technology we gonna get?
Fire.
Boom. Started all the way back over. Nigga, I ain't went nowhere, baby.
They're gonna rediscover some shit like, oh, this is new. Alright, nigga. Same shit, nigga. Same shit. Yeah.
I'm starting to kind of peep that shit a little bit, man. The spirit of shit, bro. That whole consent shit is part of it, man.
That shit wild though. Coochie cells in space. Nigga,
That's just wild to me, man. Just to hear that.
Yeah,
story,
nigga.
like, that's fucking terrible.
Nigga, immortal cells, and they're called Hela or Hela, Hela.
Yeah.
And it's
Uh,
the first two of her.
Greek goddess.
No,
Well, that too.
no.
But it's the first two of her name. Henrietta.
Hera is the Greek mother god.
Hela.
Hela
Oh yeah, the goddess of death.
is the goddess of death and
Yeah,
But,
that's
but it just took her first two
Norse.
initials.
Norse.
Norse.
Yeah.
They just took the first two letters of her first and last name, Henrietta Lacks. It's Hela.
Yeah.
Hela cells. Yeah. But when I hear Hela, I think of Thor's sister.
Yeah, that's who she's based off.
Yeah.
Goddess of death in Norse mythology. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Shit wild though,
That's an
man.
interesting choice.
It really is.
She can grant immortality.
Yeah.
Well, control death. Yeah.
But how do you like what? How do you think to do some shit?
That's
like
what I
that?
said. Who's just walking around rubbing pussy juice on everything?
That's what I'm saying. Like how? Like what do you have to know?
Des, hold on. Remember when we had that discussion?
That's what I said. The
about-
electron microscope, bro. That's what they had. That did.
Remember you were saying the spirit of thing, right? Remember we had that talk about how just ideas just somehow pop into people's heads.
Yep.
But if you don't use it, it pops up in the next person's head. Though.
Yep. Because it's gonna come either way. It's the
It's a
spirit
network,
of.
man.
It's the spirit of, man.
Yeah.
Frequencies.
So someone was already probably doing experiments on those cells. And they were just
He
taking,
don't want to say it.
Like this coochie cell.
I don't know.
The universe
I don't
is
know
telling
what
you
you would
that-
call them. But anyway,
Universe
Vaginal
telling you put
cells.
these
her
coochie
vaginal cells,
coochie
her
cells.
vaginal
in space.
tissues, and fucking was probably already doing experiments and getting non-consent fucking donors from this
Of course
hospital.
they were.
Oh, someone dies, whoop,
Yeah.
and then they got the jackpot.
Shit,
Man.
HIPAA laws are new.
But knowing how like so this shit took place like 70 years ago. Like what's that? The 20s, something
No.
like that.
Bro, we're at 20. Yeah, you see,
I'm
see
saying.
that's the effect of getting old,
50s.
folks.
50s.
We were born in 1985, so 20 years ago for us, it's like 1983 still.
So maybe I'm thinking she was born in the 20s. But
But in reality,
Let me
20
look.
years ago is 2013.
I still think it's like
2003.
I still feel like it's like the 90s.
We were in high school.
No, 2000 ago.
Okay, yeah,
No, 20
so
years ago.
Okay, so
We were in high school.
Henrietta Lacks was born in the
Yeah,
20s.
2003. Yeah, you're right. See, look.
Oh, so what's crazy is she was born in Roanoke, Virginia, in 1920, August 1st, 1920, and then she died 1951 in the
She
Baltimore.
was not very old.
Nah,
Jesus.
31 years old.
Nigga, like nah,
Fresh
man.
31.
And knowing how nefarious these motherfuckers were, like all this history that's coming out, and knowing how nefarious these motherfuckers were back then.
Boy,
like,
she had a lot of kids, boy.
Especially the women.
Yes, man, the black women at that, and then know how.
Oh,
magical
read out
our
how many
pussy
kids?
is.
How many kids? Does that say more?
Where do you see that?
Children, motherfucker. It says
Oh,
children.
damn.
It says more.
Damn, that coochie was magical, nigga.
How many kids did she have?
Damn. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She had 5 of them.
Jesus.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I think they found out how magical her cells were, and they took her out and took her cells and been making spaceships with that shit.
Coding.
Putting out all types of shit.
Then coating them.
And they've probably
They made
made
fluid. It's a
over
fluid.
trillions of dollars off that shit, especially knowing how.
It's a super fluid.
Yeah,
It really is a super
Yeah.
fluid. See, y'all got me. Don't get me on that level.
we started that shit. But, man, that shit is crazy though. Her cells are immortal. The only human cell line able to reproduce indefinitely.
It's an infidelity.
You know what we can do with that?
Nigga, like
Yes,
clone.
If that
they're
could-
doing a lot with it right now,
You can
motherfucker.
clone
What you mean?
niggas. You can clone Tyrone. That's what you can do. nigga, your shit you can repeat. Nigga, immortal cells. Nigga, your shit can't die. Come on,
You
son.
can repair all kinds of body. I mean, I see the benefits of the experiment.
I would store information.
And then people be like, why would they clone these niggas for? People don't know how magical niggas is. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I would store
if
information, literally.
If we were taught shit about, like...
I would encode information on the cells.
Nigga, like, if we were taught about people like Henrietta Lacks, like, what her cells were able to do back then, like, I think most motherfuckers would realize how special they are as far as, like, their melanin and all that shit.
Yeah.
But, like, they don't know.
Well, it's hard to realize how special you are when you're stuck in front of the TV or in front of your phone all the time.
Is it, though?
It's really fucking hard.
Perhaps. Perhaps.
It's hard to self-reflect in front of the phone because the phone's reflecting you already.
It's hard to self-reflect when you fucking around because we didn't have phones like that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's in the conditioning.
Some niggas didn't have TV.
We had TV. Right? I said we did. We had TV and video games.
Some people didn't have that.
But like even with the public school system, like
give me an example.
They pretty much taught us
where are they?
They pretty much taught us white supremacy in school, nigga. Like through high school or throughout public schooling, nigga, they pretty much conditioned us with white supremacy, nigga. If you like think about that shit.
I'm not gonna say white supremacy.
Nigga, with the history, nigga, like niggas was only slaves. Like,
I learned a little bit more than that, but
yeah, I mean,
they're not gonna tell everything.
We're the generation we actually had Black History Month.
It was more. It's more.
But even during Black History Month, who they tell us about? Niggas sitting on the bus, and then just Martin Luther King and
she fought back.
Malcolm X.
Martin Luther King fought back.
Nigga, they didn't tell us about Nat Turner.
Henrietta.
And they didn't teach us about Nat Turner during Black History Month. They didn't teach us about a lot of people. There's way more, or I wouldn't say way more, but
no, there is.
They only got 29 days, motherfucking days.
Even that shit, like Black history is American history, nigga.
And look, see, but my caveat to that is, okay, that the white man gave us a curriculum to follow. Okay, you were exposed to it. What stops you from going out and finding the books and reading about them yourself?
Nothing. But why would motherfuckers that even would think that though?
Here's the thing, man. As far as the school system goes,
that shit's trash.
There's that, but more so, there's only so much history that governing body wants you to know about. Because if they're gonna have to start talking about the history of this country, it's a lot of vile shit they're gonna have to bring up.
Yeah.
You're not gonna learn about that shit.
I've heard people talk about why don't we have White History Month. And
y'all really
I was like, do you really want to have White History Month?
Do you really want to do that?
Like, come on, son.
Because we're gonna include the bad stuff in
yeah,
that too.
like everything. Nigga. Like, come on, man.
I thought they did already anyway.
Yeah.
I mean,
y'all like to gloss over some stuff.
What they go to school 6 years and 6 months of the year? I mean, fucking 5 months is White History Month. What do you mean?
Yeah, real shit.
Motherfuckers like to gloss over shit.
Then you get sprinkled into Black History Month.
That's what I'm saying.
Along with the Native Americans.
They like to make America look like the heroes. Let me go drop off some freedom. They get old America freedom to these developing countries.
But I've always been an inquisitive person, so you motherfucker like me.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
it's like you tell me about Frederick Douglass, and I'm like, well, what else is going on during slavery? Yeah. So I'm going to the library. I'm finding slavery books.
Absolutely. Like, nigga, I'm not just now knowing about shit. I'm just saying, like, overall, nigga, like.
Now you gotta have it in you. Like at some level, you gotta have it in you. I'm not gonna blame it on the white man that as a general, statement. Most black people only know fucking 5 Black history figures.
Yeah,
that is their fault.
Absolutely.
I hate to say it. Though. No, it's not to no fucking extent. There's public libraries.
Yeah, man. But a lot of like, you think a lot of them hoods got public libraries?
You'd be surprised how many do, bro.
Killeen itself's got 2.
Dude?
Yeah. One right by the post office.
Oh, yeah. You're right. I've been there before. I fuck with them. Yeah, I fuck with libraries, so I can't relate.
Exactly. So how can you relate to a motherfucker and say, we don't have access to knowledge? What the fuck you mean?
I'm not saying I relate to that shit. I'm just saying, a lot of motherfuckers wouldn't think to like snap out the day. A lot of motherfuckers like to say sleep. They keep on hitting that snooze button.
Yep.
We got like 8 seconds. Drop your tags. Your boy Dez at yahoo.com.
Damn.
Comment Dez.
That's the wrong one.
This